What's up, YouTubers? How you doing? It's a quick update of what's going on, what's been happening with me besides work, family. A few videos ago, I showed you guys a video of me posting my motors that I had on the stand. A couple of them, a small block Ford and a small block Chevy. Small block Ford's going into a 1985 Ford Ranger, which is known as the Power Ranger. Something that my kids and I have indulged in and kind of dive into here shortly. And a small block Chevy that I was going to put into a 1980 Cutlass or my Monty. However, at the time, my Monty had a decent running 350 in it, and I didn't want to bother with that at the time because it was running pretty decent, didn't drive it often enough. And I got rid of my Cutlass, which I was going to put that small block Chevy that I had on the stand into. So without further ado, I went ahead and changed my plans, and I'm going to go ahead and put the small block Chevy into brown sugar. My last videos, 2 videos, was of my 1979 Chevy Monte Carlo. And of course you can see by that video, the car ran good, the car ran decent. Good 8th mount car. I love the way it performed. I really didn't have any doubts in anything that I ran when I ran that motor. However, always strive to do better, always striving to be faster, always striving to, upgrade and, stay ahead of the competition. I decided to take that small block Chevy out of the Monty and put the Chevy motor that I had built that was on the stand into the Monty, which is a 400. Not much difference, but I wanted to play around, of course, with the big cube small block engine, which I've built a few before and had great success out of. Loved them, ran the piss out of them too. Always go back to that and loving it. So this motor that I took out was a 383. Ran good, loved it. It was just time for it to come out. The valve train was coming apart on it. It was only set for like 550 lift. I kind of went over that moderately. So I've been getting some valve springs, valve keepers, having issues with that, and the car would sit for a couple weeks as I fixed that, minor, just bandage it up and keep driving it and running the piss out of it, and got tired of doing that. So I put my small block 400 in it. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you the swap, and I'm gonna let you go. It's about 11:30 here in KCK, and it's getting late. I just got off of work at 10, came over here, did some touch-ups, and finish things up. I'm about 5 hours in. I had some help from my father. He came over today while I was at work and put in my upper, lower radiator hose, radiator, tightened up my alternator power steering belt. He also put on the carburetor, plate, throttle, and that's about it while I was at work. There was some other things going on here at the house. Had the AC guy out here looking at the AC. And some other things were going on. But anyway, you guys don't care to hear for that. I'm about to, guys, show you the motor swap of the 350 that came out, the 400 that went in. Like and subscribe below as I'm going through the pictures. If there's anything you guys see of the motor inside of the car that you guys want to comment on, and give a word of advice or just a good thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you that. So that's the small block 350 that came out of the car. Like I said, good cheap heads. Of course, the Patriot heads wasn't always the best, but at the time they were good. Also, that is the intake that I was going to put on the car. However, that's open plane, and I wanted a dual plane, so I went ahead and took the intake that was on that one and put it on this 400 because I was actually going to race that all out. And since I'm going to be doing a little driving on the street, since I drive the Monty Brown Sugar that is on the street, I want to have a dual plane. This is the motor that has just went in to the Monty. Of course, small block 400. Been doing a couple things. Like I said, Pops came out here and did a couple knick-knacks. Get a new fan, transmission cooler lines, positive to the starter, negative to the block, and we should be firing it up. So like I said, if there's anything you see, comment on, like and subscribe below. Should have some fun on what's left with the summer. Get back at it. Of course, I got the Voodoo Motorsports, my trademark, going on. Skull heads on all my motors. So, if you like this video, like and subscribe below. Give a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate you. Take a good look. One more time. Doesn't look bad. I hope it runs as good as it looked. Had to change a couple wires. That's why you see the red and blue wires there. You know. Some of them were too close to the header. I had to replace those. Like I said, hope you like it. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Thumbs up if you don't leave anything. Nothing but a thumbs up. Alright guys, I'm out. 100.